Rise Up is a song of hope for the nation of South Africa. I really just feel that it's a declaration, an anthem that the nation can sing. You know, it's been so real to see God's hand move over our country over the last couple of years. If we look back to 1994, there was such a miraculous intervention in how God swept over our nation where it should have been war, and He brought this incredible spirit of unity through Mr. Mandela. And I feel like we're on the edge of that again, where He is about to move our nation into a new season of hope. And so Rise Up really is a song about that. And in 2015, I went on a solo trip to a music school in America. And what I thought was going to be this amazing trip just with me and God began the story where God just downloaded the most beautiful pictures of my nation over me as I flew across the sea to go to America. It was like God just kept on speaking to me about His dreams for South Africa. And just this hope began to stir inside of me for our nation. And on the last day that I was there, I went and sat in this quiet, beautiful chapel. And they had all these little flags of the world in the chapel. And I went and found the South African one, and I picked it out, and I went and sat on the floor just with my journal open. And it felt like these words, the lyrics for the song, just spilled out onto the page. And I knew that this was going to be a song of declaration for the time coming for our nation. And so now we sit with, this is the right time for our nation to be singing of hope and rising up. And so that's really where Rise Up was birthed. In Proverbs 18, it says that our words have the power to either kill or bring life. And in Rise Up's bridge, there's a bridge that says ungodly power into kingdom power. And I really believe that the words of our mouths begins to shift the atmosphere. And right now, I feel like the majority of South Africans are really wanting to see ungodly power fall in our country. And we're sitting on the verge of that. And I'm so expectant that God is on the move and He is wanting to release the kingdom over our country. It then goes into the chorus. And the chorus is just this beautiful part of the song where it's a freedom song. And if I think about South Africa, you know, over the years of our history, many songs of freedom have been sung over its people. People have used freedom songs to draw strength from and to draw courage from. And I feel like this is the song of freedom for our country right now. It's a song of unity. It's a song of the people of South Africa standing together, going, history, what has happened is in the past, and what is to come is what we're living for. And I'm so excited to hear the nation be moved by this chorus and to be able to stand together and sing out our freedom song, because I really believe that that's what the song is all about, singing our freedom. So in our verse 3, it's the best part of the song. I really feel like it is the most powerful part, because it's a declaration of what we see our nation becoming. Yes. And even though it looks dark right now in our nation, we just know that light is coming, that God is going to give us a way out. He's going to give us a way to rebuild what has been broken. So I had the privilege of coming across Rashid, and we got together, and I'm going to let him share his part of adding value to the song and adding his gift to the song.
Yeah, so pretty much how I got involved with the song was Kimber came to me and she said that she was working on this really powerful song for the nation, and she needed to add a little rap music to it. So she played me a raw version of the song, which I loved. It was very powerful on its own. And then she asked me to add or to change the third verse into a rap. So there were lyrics that were already on there, and then I just had to play with the lyrics and play with the words and add one or two to make it flow into a rap song. And then that's how we ended up with the third verse in the rap. And so far I'm really excited about the song. It's really powerful. The message is really powerful message, and hopefully it does something to change the nation. That's what we're hoping for.
The last part of Rise Up is a highlight for me. It speaks about sons and daughters rising up. Sons and daughters are you and me, all races, all genders of our nation. it's so exciting that the next generation, our sons and daughters, are going to lead our nation into something better than it ever was. That's the hope that we carry. So often, fear has crippled our nation. It's allowed us to do things that have harmed ourselves and each other. And fear is the thing that we have to fight hard against in this time. And so this last line of Rise Up, or this last verse of Rise Up, speaks about bringing order to the chaos and speaking truth into the fear. And I really believe that's the mandate that we have to stand by in the months and the weeks that follow us, is that we have to speak truth to the fear, even when we're feeling fearful, even when it's easy to just be negative. I really believe that as we look ahead to the upcoming elections, it's a time now for hope to rise up in us as people. We are expectant for God to move. Where fear comes to cripple us, to speak truth to that fear, and to really ask God for the dreams and visions that He has for our country, because I believe that just as He moved over our country in 1994, He's about to do a greater thing now, a greater work now. And so I hope that Rise Up will be an anthem that would stir hope in your hearts, and we look forward to this year and watching God move and watching God take South Africa to the next level. We trust not in a man, but we trust in a God who loves this nation more than we ever could.